John, did you see that Paul Wayman flashed dozens of hundreds, flashed dozens of hundreds that he intended to use to buy Vaughn's tax lien just to fuck with him? Who's Paul Wayman? Who the fuck is Paul Wayman? Who the fuck
Paul
are you?
Wayman is one of my haters. Here's the thing: if Paul Wayman tries to pay the taxes on my property, and then tries to buy the property or tries to claim the property as his own, he's going to be thrown in either state or federal prison
Yeah,
because
good.
my property is in an estate. It is not free and clear. It is in an estate run by district court. Okay, I have it that way intentionally so that if any fuckwad tries to take my property, they go to jail. That's why I left it in the estate. So please, Paul Wayman, please try to fucking claim my property so I can watch you get thrown in prison, you dumb fuck. That'll be funny as hell. So please try it, you dumb son of a bitch. I'd love for you to. I am not, my property is not delinquent. I do not have a lien. I'm not late per se, although granted, I should have paid him in January. That's true. But I mean, it's not like I'm years and years and years late on paying my taxes because my property is in an estate through district court. And I left it that way intentionally. Well, in order to take my property, first of all, I'd have to sign off of it, and I ain't about to do that. But second of all, you'd have to go through district court here in Manchester. Okay, just to even try to get it. Not only that, but you'd have to come here to Manchester to pay the fucking taxes. You're going to do that, Paul Wayman? You're going to leave Quincy, Illinois and come all the way down here to fucking Manchester, Kentucky to pay the fucking taxes? I don't think so. I got a funny feeling you ain't that fucking crazy. At least I hope you aren't.
All right, so Vaughn owes $2,250 in taxes. Is that how much you owe, Vaughn?
Yeah, yeah, it's somewhere around $2,000, somewhere around there.
That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. See, the only reason. See, if I'd had if the Frosts hadn't tried to bankrupt the goddamn estate, I would have had the money because the renters would have been bringing money in. See, and the estate bank account would have had all that rent money in there, and I could have used that to pay for the taxes. But see, the Frost willfully and deliberately tried to bankrupt the estate so that they could then claim that it's in default, and then try to take it for real. Because if it goes into default, then they can try to take it for real. But my estate is not in default. It does not have a lien against it. The taxes are not woefully behind. In fact, I have an extension going until the end of September. When
do you need to pay the 2,000 taxes, Vaughn? When do you need to pay the 2,000?
Really, I need to pay them I need to pay them right now if I can.
Oh, fuck me, man. You got to give me. I mean, fuck, I can't do that now.
Well, I mean,
if you give me like 2 months, I can maybe get you the $2,000.
2 months? No,
you can't wait that long.
No, I got to have it by the end of September for sure.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
I can maybe. Oh man, I don't know.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm gonna take.
I can maybe get you 500. Maybe I get you 700. But I don't know. Right now, fuck me, man.
Well, actually, that would give me just enough to be able to cover everything because I'd put it with what I have. If I take what I have and then I take your 700, that'll give me just enough to be able to get everything paid off and caught up, and then I'll get you your 700 back, a little at a time until I pay you back. So that sounds like a winner to me. If you want to do that, that's up to you. But if you want to do that, we can do that, and then I'll just pay you back. No big deal.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'd be honest with you. If I was to give you the money, it can't be something like a donation. It would be something you have to get back.
Oh, dude, I'd pay you back.
Yeah,
okay?
Definitely. I mean, maybe I can get you the $2,000 by September, but by the end of September. But oh man, that's cutting it close even for me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, fuck me. I want to do something right. I want to do something good.
That's the thing. It was all done deliberate, low. See, keep him.
Yeah, but that's what I am homeless and I need to get myself back on my feet. But I can help Vaughn at the same time, man.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. See, this was done deliberately. Block me from getting my disability, my SSI, and my VA. Get the family court to use all my stimulus checks instead of taking it out of the money they owe me.
They're scum.
You know, it was all by design. It was all done intentionally and on purpose with malice.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and that's horrible. And you know,
These
the
people are
gods really
scum. These
need
people are
to
trash, man. These people are.
well, well, the gods really need to start
The
cracking down
gods
on
really need to
that.
start dropping the hammer of Thor
I
on their
know they
ass.
really need to start dropping the hammer on this shit because they forbid me to do anything.
Or
So
at least.
in this shit,
See, the thing is, if I look at my bank account right now, I got about $1,000 in the bank account.
right,
The
right,
problem is when September 1st comes around, I gotta drop I gotta drop about 5 bills on the car.
right,
I gotta drop about 3 bills on the insurance. Geico is expensive.
right, right.
In the second paycheck, when the second paycheck drops, I might
Yeah.
be able to have enough money to lend you. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It'd be
Well,
tough for
if you
me.
listen, if
And
you
what's
could
the
get
most you
me,
need? What's the most you need? $1,000? You need $1,000?
well, I've got I'm going to be taking some of the money from the renters and using that, but it's not going to
But you
be
also need to
enough.
eat though. You need to buy food and shit.
Well, I got to pay my bills too. See, that's the thing. The only income I have is the rent income, and that too was by design so that, you know, I wouldn't have enough money to pay my bills and pay the taxes. That was done
Yeah.
deliberately. See, that's the thing that pisses me off. It's a shame that there isn't a fucking lawyer out there that's got some decency to them that will take my case and sue these goddamn assholes into the fucking ground for billions. But there is no such lawyer. They don't exist. Hey, man, if you give me my $32 million, I will give you $1 million cash. Now, you would think a lawyer would take that kind of deal, right? Wrong. Not one lawyer is taking the deal. Not one. $1 million cash, and they won't take it. They will not take the deal. You got to pay them. You got to pay them up front. $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And I tell them, I said, well, if I've got $5,000 to $10,000 to give you, I've got $5,000 to $10,000 to pay my fucking taxes. The gods won't let me help myself. They flat out refuse to let me do anything in my own defense. I have to rely on others. And I guess they do that to keep me humble, number one. And number two, because, you know, according to everything I'm being told and understand, I am extremely powerful. If they were to cut me loose and unleash the full power that I have, it's untelling what it would do. I mean, it really is that powerful. And so the gods have me chained up.
Vaughn, are you? I saw something on YouTube today. Do you owe taxes on your mom's property? I'm just
Yes,
curious.
I do, but I'm not delinquent. Okay. They
Okay.
keep saying I'm
We got
delinquent.
that sorted out. When I get my next paycheck, I'm gonna send Vaughn the money for the taxes.
Well, I didn't know if it was bullshit or not. So there
Well,
was.
okay, here's the thing. I was supposed to have paid the taxes in January, but I didn't have the money together because the renters had started new jobs and they didn't have the money that, you know, they didn't have the money yet.
Yeah.
And so I had to wait until, you know, I had to wait until my renters got jobs and got their money together and shit. And, you know, then once I get enough rent coming in, then,
Yeah.
you know,
Make sure you.
after this brouhaha is done and over, I'll be fine because I'll be able to save up enough rent money to be able to pay it next year easy,
Yeah. Well,
no problem.
make sure you fucking pay that, dude, because
Well, I know, I'm
there's
well
no
aware of
coming
it. But like
back.
I said, the only reason it wasn't paid this time was because the renters started new jobs and
If
didn't
you
have the
don't
money
pay
to.
that, you're done. You
No,
know what I
actually,
mean?
I'm not done because I just looked it up to troll.
So what's this now? You have an extension or?
Yeah, I got an extension. I went and got an extension, and so I got till the end of September. to pay the taxes. And John's going to help me, and we're going to get the taxes paid, and then I'll pay John back, no problem. That won't be a problem, and everything
I
will
was
be
just
fine.
saying, I've seen people lose their fucking major
Well,
property.
see, they can't. Okay, here's the
But
thing.
your tax, dude, from what I saw, your taxes aren't even high, man. For 3 properties, it's only like $2,000.
Yeah, it's only
right?
$2,000. That's all I owe is $2,000. Yeah, that's all I owe is $2,000. That's
Fuck.
it. But see, when somebody fucking calls over to Corbin and blocks you from getting your damn disability, your SSI, and your VA, that puts a little crimp on things.
You gotta try and
Then when
get
you've
that.
got fucking CPS that owes me $67,000 in back fucking child support and refuses to pay me, that puts a crimp on things. Then you got district court that owes me $74,000 for illegally locking me out of this double wide. But see, nobody
Right.
wants to pay me my fucking money. But they sure do want to stick their goddamn hand out to take my money. And see, that's what pisses me off.
Well, that's
I'm
what I
telling
wanted to ask you.
when I get out of this mess, because I will get out of this mess. And when I get out of this mess, Clay County is going to get a lawsuit as big as fucking Mount Olympus. You watch.
When do you go? When, dude?
It's a bunch of shit. If just the back child support, $67,000 in back child support.
When do you
I'd
go
be
to
okay
court?
for years. I'd be
When
okay
do you-
for years.